let's try this again. Because apparently I didn't hit record. This here is a laser level. Turn it on. Sorry. Turn the lights off. So you can see the line. So I used that laser level to put some pencil marks all the way across that 2x6. So from that 2x6, so from the middle beam here, I made dashed lines all the way over to that beam there, that post. And that'll give me where a level line for me to mount my LVLs and these other brackets to. These brackets here, the big 4-inch ones. And then we got the 2-inchers. So we'll have a bracket there, 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 another one there, and then right about where I'm standing, I don't know if you can see the line here on the floor. That's a center mark that is in line with that post and the other post behind me. And this truss where my lights are hanging, I moved this light back behind me. So the beam, post, whatever the heck you want to call it, is going to go right in the middle of this truss, lined up with that vertical on the truss. And it'll come down here. And then the LVL will go from this one all the way across to that one. I'll have another one on the back. This one's going to be doubled up just because I don't know what I'm going to do on this side of it, so I might want the extra strength there. And this one's got 3 supports rather than just 2. So I'm going to get to mounting these brackets, measure them out for 11 7/8 down from my mark that my pencil mark that I made. And where I set my laser level, I set it about 3/4 of an inch below where I actually wanted the finished floor to be, because the floor is going to be 3/4 inch plywood. But let's mount some brackets. All right, got the brackets up. They look cool. So I don't know, now you can maybe see an LVL will go from this bracket all the way over to this one. And then on this side, I talked about it before, but this post, the boards are turned opposite of this one. So in order to make up this difference, I used a wider piece of angle, and then I'll space out whatever gap I have between this and the LVL with another piece of lumber, and that way I can fasten with some longer, like 6-inch bolts, go all the way through, and that way it'll keep everything tied together right into this beam, and it'll be in line with the other 2 brackets. And then I did some extra support to hold these LVLs together since I went in on the ends. I didn't want to put this bracket on this side or on the other side, for multiple reasons, but it's going to turn out better this way, and it'll help line up a railing system from that truss down to the loft. That way it'll be a little easier, maybe safer. We'll see though. These are the fasteners I'm using. I bought those. Actually, I had those left over. But you can see 3-inch nails, 3-inch screws for like all the joists and other fasteners and things, or other boards that I don't want fastened with a nail in case I want to take it apart. We got some larger fasteners here, 1.5 for the hinges. Oh, I painted the rest of these too, in case I didn't show you that, because I know I didn't. So I've got these, I don't know if you can see my dots. I got 2 dots, 1 dot, 2 dots. They'll go on the outside. That way all my holes will line up pretty good there, which you can kind of see. But that, so you can see 3 dimples, 3 dimples. I know this one mates to this. So there'll be a stem wall underneath, and that's what this bracket or this half of the hinge will sit on. And then the part of the climbing wall that pivots will sit on this part. And I wanted to do it like this because I didn't want the wall to fall backwards when it was close to being up. I wanted, as soon as you let the tension off, I wanted it to slowly lean forward. So I figured with this little bit of offset, the extra weight of the plywood being right on the edge, plus the weight of the holds, it should hopefully fall, at least it'll help it fall forward like this rather than want to fall back, and then you have to like give it a little push, which wouldn't be a big deal. But I figure if I'm making the hinges myself, I might as well try to help myself out. So you can see I used a thin spacer here of steel to get the DOM off this plate, and I'll show you why. Because when you stick your bolt in there, I needed to be able to get a socket on it, and you can see that gave me the extra space. The other solution to that is to just get thicker walled DOM, but that's okay. I made a little bit of extra work for myself, which didn't think about that. I thought about it and then I forgot about it. But when you got a big project like this with lots of different parts to it, it's very easy to forget certain things. But hopefully, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I can't go get the lumber. What else? Hopefully we can get the lumber on Tuesday. It's Sunday right now. Get the lumber on Tuesday. I can get some help to put up that far LVL there. Just get it up there with a screw or two, and then build this post here that's going from that vertical there all the way down to the ground there. And then if we have time, which we probably won't, do this other post over here, because that one's going to be a little tougher because it doesn't have any mount at the top. So I'm going to build it the same height as these other posts, and then I'll run a 2x6 from it all the way over, and I'll use another piece of angle iron, mount it up there, tie it right into that other post. That way it's got some security on it, and then I'll run a diagonal brace from there over to it, from there to that post, and then I'll hang a rope off of that one, and then I'll go from this post at the ceiling to the other post that I'm going to install right there. And that'll brace everything in both directions. So the loft will help hold this new beam from, it'll keep it from going this way, as well as those other braces. It'll all be tied together pretty good. I might do something extra going back across there. So that means I got to cut 1, 2, 3 more of those brackets. Yay me. I guess that's what I can do tomorrow.